In this video, I want to talk to you about how to create real interest for your programs and services, what you might be doing right now that prevents that from happening, and 2 specific strategies you can use right away. As always, before we get started, make sure you hit that bell and you subscribe to our channel so you always know when new episodes become available here every week. Also, make sure you stay all the way until the end of this episode because I have a very special invitation for you to our upcoming Client Attraction Bootcamp. It's our completely virtual one-day event where my team and I are going to help you nail your online customer attraction, build your online customer journey, your funnel, and finally attract clients on autopilot without any manual work. Stay tuned. I'm going to tell you all about this later. Welcome to Powerhouse Business on YouTube. I'm your host, Carolin Soldo. I'm a business owner, business scaling master, and mom of 2 boys. I love thinking big, pushing boundaries, and doing things differently. Most of all, I'm all about achieving massive growth with ease and helping you scale your business by living the life you love. Let's go. So let's talk about creating real interest for your business and for your programs and services, okay? What is interest? Interest really goes beyond just awareness. And most business owners make the mistake of creating a ton of awareness and they focus their mind on creating awareness all the time, but they stop at creating awareness and they never get to building real interest in their prospects and their leads. So think about buying a car, for example. If you're looking to purchase a car, which is a higher ticket item, you're probably going to be looking around, comparing some brands, and then doing your research, right? You look at features, you look at the brand, maybe you test drive it, you look at reviews, you look at how you feel about the car, what your friends might think about the car, and you're really interested. That means you're taking action to investigate and really look into this car that you want to purchase. So when someone is interested in your programs or services, they will be at that stage where they're actually taking action. That means they're maybe going to your social media platforms. They will be looking up your website. They will be looking at maybe reviews, case studies, customer testimonials, maybe opening your emails more, maybe watching your videos a little bit more to really evaluate if they are into you, right? It's like a dating relationship a little bit. You go from meeting someone to, really becoming interested in them. That means you're investing more of your time and your mind space into them. And then if everything goes well, you really want them, right? That's when you move your prospects to the stage of desire and they actually are into you and they have decided that they want to be working with you and buying from you. And I want to talk to you about desire next week, but this week it's all about creating interest. So if you're not creating interest for your business, what happens? Well, 2 things, really simple. You don't grow and you're not making any sales because if nobody is interested in you, they will simply not buy, especially if you're selling a higher ticket service such as a coaching program, a consulting service. If you're an agency, an event planner, an expert, finance, law, any of these types of things, you really need to get people over that hump to become interested and really desire you, and then they will take action and buy from you, right? And of course, the opposite is true. When you have that interest, it's going to be much easier for you to, have people buy it. There's no more convincing. There's no more overcoming objections as much. Your sales conversations will be much easier, and your business will run with a lot more consistency and growth, and that is what you want. There are 6 very specific things I want to talk to you about today that will help you create a lot more interest for your business, your programs and services. And I also want to challenge you to pick out 6 very specific actions that you can take and implement in your business right now to grow with a lot more ease and excellence. The first specific thing that I want you to do a lot more of is telling stories. And those could be stories of your experience, your past, what's happening to you right now, or people your friends, your family, the people around you, or your clients. And that means actual case studies or success stories. The best marketers are the best storytellers. And if you've never looked at your marketing message and evaluated it, now is a really good time for you to take action. So my challenge to you, my first challenge is to look at how you communicate with your leads. Take a look at your website, take a look at your social media posts, take a look at your email, newsletters, as well as your follow-up sequences. Look at your workshops, your videos, whatever you're creating as far as content goes, and see if you're actually telling any stories. Have you ever told people about your background, right? Have you ever told people about the time when you had a huge success or maybe even a huge failure? Because guess what? Sometimes your mess is your message, and that creates trust, that builds the relationship, and it moves people towards really being interested in you even more. So if you're not good at telling stories and you think that you have nothing to tell, your challenge today is to sit down and think back throughout your entire life, maybe from when you were a child to when you were a teenager, a young adult, and today, and pick out those key moments where you can make people feel certain emotions, or you can make certain points, and you can relate to someone, and you not just tell people about what it is that you do in business, but go a lot further with them and build an actual relationship, okay? And the interesting thing here is that those stories don't necessarily have to be related to what you do. So if you're a business coach like me, it doesn't have to be about a business success or a business failure or anything like that. It can be something completely different from when you were much younger and you had an aha moment, or a situation that really shaped you, that shaped your personality, and that really made you into who you are today. It could be about something that happened in your relationship or with your friends, or really anything. Think of travel, really think outside the box and come up with these special moments, these special stories that you can build into your marketing to create a lot more interest. The second challenge I have for you today is to look at authenticity. And depending on how introverted or extroverted you are, and how comfortable you are with your mess, so to speak, and what's happening in your real life, this might be easy for you or not so easy, but it's really important. For me, authenticity has always been really easy because I like to be open, I like to show up the way I really am. But what hasn't been easy for me is being vulnerable, because I always see myself as someone who wants to be positive, who wants to be uplifting, who wants to empower you. So if I show up in a vulnerable space, to me it feels like I am a downer, I'm a victim, I'm not empowering you and I'm not helping you. But sometimes people need to see the real us, right? You want to see the real me, and I want to see the real you. So take a look at how you can share a bit more openly. And again, assess your communications out there, your blogs, your website, your videos, most importantly, your podcasts, your interviews, anything you're putting out, and strategically look at it through that lens of authenticity to see, are people really getting me? Do they really know who you are? Do they know your family? Do they know your personality? Are they able to really sort of, get into you? Again, marketing and building relationships is like dating. So if you really want to build a relationship with someone, you gotta open your heart, you gotta be real, you gotta be vulnerable at times, right? To create that trust. So look at everything through the lens of authenticity to see how you can bring more of that into your marketing. The next challenge I have for you is urgency and pain points, okay? In many niches, especially our service-based business owners, right? You and I, we solve problems. We help people with some of the most urgent issues out there, right? Their business, their finances, their legal situation, their financial futures, right? If you're a financial planner, you're helping people save for retirement and protect their finances. Maybe you're in relationships, you're a therapist. Whatever it is that you do, you got to realize the urgency of the things that you do for people. So when you are able in your marketing communications to get that urgency across and really point at their pain points and point at the problems, and then really look at how severe those problems are and the ultimate consequences of these problems and what it's costing your prospects to not solve those problems, you're able to really, light a fire under them. Not to make people feel bad and not to use, negativity in any way, but to be real, right? Because again, you're dealing with some really urgent things in people's lives, and that's why your marketing communications at times need to be urgent. They need to, really point out how important this stuff is to make people take action, and that will again heighten their sense of interest in you, and they will want to work with you a lot more because of it. The next challenge I have for you is to point out a lot more of the value that you bring to your prospect. Many business owners are already really good about talking about themselves and what they do. They talk about their services and how they work and the logistics and the time they spend and all the bells and whistles and all the features, and that is really important. But what you cannot forget is the actual value, the list of benefits that your services bring to your prospects and your ultimate customers. So do that assessment, do that scanning again of your communications and see where you can bring in more tangible value. Where can you talk more about what's really important to your prospects and what they actually want to heighten the impression of how valuable you are, what you can do for your prospects, so they really begin to believe that you are the one, and with that, of course, heighten their sense of interest in you. The fifth point and my fifth challenge to you is to look at your credibility. When people become interested in you, they want to know that you are the real deal, right? When you make a high-ticket purchase, you want to know the brand is reputable, you want to know what the reviews are, you want to know their high quality, you want to know that this product or service has given other people great results, right? So you need to look at your stuff and see what your credibility factors are and how you're showcasing that you are the one, right? Again, you're slowly but surely winning people over and how interested they are and how much they want to buy from you. So of course, the first thing you want to do is share real results, real success stories, real experiences that your customers, your current and past customers have had with you, okay? The second thing you want to do is talk about your own experience, because chances are when you teach something, when you do something for people, you have done this for yourself, so you want to talk about your own experience with this. And then lastly, you want to look at any external third-party stamp of approval, right? So for us, we have been featured in a variety of different media outlets: Inc., Forbes, Huffington Post, Fast Company. We also have won several awards, the Stevie Award. We have a Small Business Administration Award. We have been on the Inc. 5000 list, and those are all third parties who have said, yep, this company and this brand deserves to be featured. They have done some really, really great things. So take a look at those external validators, right? And what you can do to get your company out there in the media, win some awards, and have other people give you that stamp of approval to show your audience that they should be interested in you and you have what it takes. The last challenge I have for you is something that you can do immediately, and that is to create more consistency through follow-up. I can't tell you how many business owners have an audience out there, either on social media, on an email list, or maybe somewhere else, but they're never actually communicating with them, or they're not doing it frequently enough, right? So you may have an email list, but you never email those people yet. There's no newsletter, there are no follow-up sequences, and that is a big mistake because these people probably want to hear from you, right? So take a look at your emails right now. Do you have a regular email newsletter? If so, great. Do you also have an email follow-up sequence when someone subscribes to your newsletter, when someone downloads a free resource from your website, or if they're clicking on an ad from you? So there needs to be a follow-up sequence so that the follow-up is automated for you, right? The next thing you want to do is really think through how your audience is buying. And that's why follow-up is so important. When I look at buyers, I know that there are generally three types. You have the people who are the quick starts, right? Quick. You tell them something, they evaluate it, and they know within an hour, a day, really quickly that this is for them, this is what they want. Their decision making is super fast, and they go, they get it, and they're done. Generally, that's how I make decisions. I know what I want, I look for it, I find it, I see it, and I buy it, and it's mine, right? That's how I like to make my decisions. I don't go back and forth and weigh the pros and cons a lot. but maybe some of your buyers do. So you have your quick starts. You also have people who are the fact finders, okay? Fact finders. Those are the people who need to have a lot of facts, and those are the people that need the follow-up mostly. And they need follow-up because they need facts. So in your communications, you want to give them a lot of details around your services and how they work and how much they cost even, and the results they can expect and the problems they solve and who has used them and how they've used them, and all the nitty-gritty details so that your fact finders can go through the list, they can evaluate it all, they can do their due diligence and their research, and they can feel good about making the decision to eventually work with you, right? And then of course you also have your follow-through type people. And for them, it's really important that they know where they will go. So when you talk to them in your emails or your videos or your workshops or your sales conversations even, you want to make sure that you show them where they will arrive, okay? So if you're planning for their financial future as a financial advisor, you want to showcase that the investments will pay off in X years and how much they can expect to be making at that point and how their retirement might look, so they can visualize the future and they can follow it through, okay? And it applies to your consulting services, your coaching services, any type of service. You want to help your client visualize the outcome because that's really important for them to make the decision to work with you and buy from you. And of course, again, they will become a lot more interested in working with you if they can see that future. One more thing I want to tell you about follow-up is retargeting ads. Of course, emails are only one way for you to follow up and get in front of your people again. Retargeting ads are amazing at creating additional interest because when people see you for the first time, you can show them additional messaging, videos, blog posts, resources, invitations to events and workshops that will heighten their interest and continue to build that relationship. And the best part is that these ads are automated, so you don't even have to do anything manually. And now I have a very special invitation for you. I want to tell you about our upcoming Client Attraction Bootcamp. It's our one-day virtual event where we're going to teach you the ins and outs of online client attraction. If getting steady, consistent clients online through your social media channels has been a struggle for you, I want to end that struggle. In just one day, I'm going to show you a 7-figure online marketing funnel for your service-based company. So if you have a web business, a consulting business, coaching, event planning, financial advising, if you're a therapist, anybody who wants to gain more clients online, this is for you. I'll share with you the automation tools, the metrics, how to know whether your funnel is working, how to set it all up with the right systems and tools. I will help you nail your message, and you will understand what an online customer journey actually looks like, and marketing will no longer be a challenge for you. Click on the link below this video or go to Client Attraction Bootcamp right now to reserve your ticket, and I can't wait to see you there. And now I want to hear from you. Leave me some comments below about how you're able to create real interest for your business. Have you had any ahas in this video? What resonated with you? Let me know. I would love to talk to you. Leave me a comment below, and I can't wait to hear how you're building interest for your company. As always, stay focused on your goals because I believe that you're meant to bring your expertise and your passions to the world, and you're interesting. You're doing great work, so let's get that message out there more. Take the challenge. Take the action items I give you in this video and you will see the results. As always, if you like this episode, give me a like, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a thing, and make sure you come back again next week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. The one-day virtual Client Attraction Bootcamp for coaches, consultants, and experts is happening October 26th. Learn the secrets of client attraction and finally fix your marketing problems with your very own online customer funnel. Do you want a ticket? For more info, go to clientattractionbootcamp.com.